Hi guys, I'm live. Um, yeah, hi. I just want to discuss something I'm thinking about and be transparent with you guys. Um, First of all, I sometimes give energy to something happening. You know, like I'll give energy to an event or something that I foresee possibly happening, and I visualize it. So I visualize two things. I visualize making love to the most beautiful woman in the world, which is Candace Sowanapoel of Victoria's Secret. But not just that. The second thing I visualized was I visualized meeting Donald Trump. I put it in the thought plane or whatever universe. I think he and he might be a good mentor to me, and I could also understand him in ways maybe not everybody would or could. But that's not the whole point of this video. That's just two things I'm being transparent about. I hold very little back from you guys, and that's one thing I put the energy into those two things. But what I really want the video to be about is my spiritual beliefs are evolving. I'm really getting a handle on what I believe and not just what I'll follow, as in I won't follow Christianity even if I do believe it, but as far as what I actually believe as well as, for instance, not even believing in Christianity. There's a difference. First, I think I'm going to side with New Age. I believe in the New Age movement. It's the only movement that works. It's the only thing. Energy to something actually happens. If you pray, nothing happens. And when something does, or they think something does, they call it a miracle because they're surprised as anybody else that actually anything happened. But I found a loophole in Christianity that I think leaves believing in New Age wide open, and that is that I've heard the argument made by Pastor Joe Holden himself, for instance, from Calvary Chapel Temecula, one of the two pastors that kicked me out of his church anyway. He said that you can't be if New Age is right, then you're God, but God can't forget. So how come you can't remember your past life? In other words, how come you don't remember being God? How come you don't remember what you did in your past life if you indeed existed before this life, which I believe you do? But then at the same time, Pastor Joe Holden gets up in front of his people and tells them that Jesus didn't remember his pre-human existence until he was baptized. Jesus actually did not remember being in heaven until he was baptized by John the Baptist in AD 30 or 29, or maybe it's AD 29, I think it actually is, or whatever. They say he's God. If he's the Son of God, he's God. If there's a Trinity and he's part of that, he's God, and yet he forgot who he was being God before being human until he was baptized. So therefore, even if I am God, which I'm not saying I am, but if they say that believing in New Age means that I believe I'm God, then fine. I also don't remember my pre-human existence. It does not mean I didn't have one. It doesn't mean I won't have one after this, and it doesn't mean that New Age isn't true as opposed to Christianity. And not only that, living in New Age makes me happy. It doesn't make me terrorized, and it doesn't make me feel like I've got to live a life of terror to end up escaping terror, which is the case of Christianity. So New Age doesn't have that. I'm happy to believe it, happy to follow it, and unlike Christianity in both those cases. Love you guys. Peace. Rock on.